Good morning, Germantown Elementary. Today is Tuesday, September 5th, 2023. Buenos dias is good morning in Spanish. Can you try? Buenos dias. This is Mia bringing you today's morning announcements. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. Now here's Deja with the weather forecast and birthdays.
Hello, this is Deja. This week will start off beautifully, but it will end with some much needed rain. This weekend, we would like to wish a happy birthday to Leonardo O.V., Rabinia S., Willow C., Yao O., Ryan S., Hadley B., Josiah K., Brielle L. Our staff birthdays for this week is Miss Henson, one of our third grade TP teachers. Here's Miss Van Akron with some good news.
Good morning. Do you have a special doll or an item that you love? Now imagine you lost that special toy on a trip across the world in Japan. You probably would be sad that you would never see it again. This is what happened to 9-year-old Valentina Dominguez of Texas and her American Girl doll, Beatrice. When Valentina arrived home from her family trip in Japan, she and her parents searched the luggage to find her best friend Beatrice, but she wasn't there. Valentina's dad thought they must have left the doll in the airport in Japan or on the airplane, so he told the story on social media, and luckily for Valentina, an American Airlines pilot, James Dannon, saw her story and wanted to help. He got in touch with the airline Lost and Found. And they had Beatrice. James flies to Tokyo often, so he picked up the doll and personally flew Beatrice back to a very happy and thankful Valentina. James also brought Valentina some Japanese candy and a map of the world showing all the places that Beatrice had visited on her travels. He said that helping people is in his nature, and he was just glad to be a part of reuniting Valentina and Beatrice. Have a great week.
Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Gray, your school counselor. Welcome back to another great week here at GES. So, as I mentioned on Friday at our principals chats, we are using Harmony this school year as our social emotional learning curriculum. And for this first quarter, we're focusing on being our best selves. So one way to be our best selves is to make sure that we are thinking about others and we are thinking about ourselves and we're thinking about our personal space and our personal bubbles. And you guys know I like to use the word personal bubbles and go like this, and we talk about, not getting too close to people where we're making them feel uncomfortable and popping their bubble. We don't want to do that. So some of you may remember me reading this book, Personal Space Camp, which is about that. And if I haven't read it to you yet, maybe I'll read it to you this year. And then also, I was walking by the media center and I noticed this book, Don't Hug Doug, He Doesn't Like It. This book is also about personal space and personal boundaries. So what I want you to remember about this is that it is a social skill, right? And so lots of people like hugs. Lots of people like to fist bump or high five or things like that. But if you're going to get in somebody's bubble, you really have to ask, right? We need to get permission. So I like a good hug, but you have to ask. And you guys will hear me, I'll ask people all the time, is it okay if I hug you? Or is it okay to give you a hug? And that's perfectly fine. And if somebody like Doug says, no thanks, please respect that boundary. So, moving on, as I mentioned last week on the announcements, I'm doing something new this year where I'm having students submit ideas for the announcements. And we are going to have our first student spotlight, kind of talking about something social emotional related in a second. And so here we have Kelsey telling us a little something that she thinks is really important. So before we get to Kelsey though, remember, I would like to get some ideas this next week so that I can pick one of the ideas, and maybe you will be on next week's announcements showing us an important social emotional school. So take it away, Kelsey.
When I'm stressed, I use breathing strategies, or I just take a moment to get calm and take a deep breath. I would just appreciate all the goals that I've done and like all the things that I've done. And yeah.
Good morning, Germantown Elementary School. Happy Tuesday, and also happy second week of school. We are so excited to begin another excellent week of teaching and learning here at Germantown. So it's going to be a quiet week, but a great week. So first of all, we want to welcome our PEP students, who we affectionately call Peppers. Today is their first day. On Friday, we're going to have our first fire drill of the school year. And so that will be Friday morning, but we'll make sure that we share a little announcement right before we head on outside, okay? So please know and be prepared for that this Friday. We also just want to say that we are very excited for next week's back to school night. So this weekend, I sent home information to your families about back to school night. And, we are reimagining the evening. So please let your families know that back to school night, remind them that it's September 11th, right here at GES. That's back to school night part 1, and then part 2 are going to be various days, but they're going to be virtual for your families. And so all of that information was sent home to them. Okay. So we had some great principals chats last week. And so we went over various expectations here at GES. And I think we're all prepared for this exciting new school year. Okay. So thanks for listening to my message. And I look forward to seeing you in the classrooms, in the cafeteria, outside on the playground, and in the hallways. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Our mindful message quote for the week is, "A new school year means new beginnings, new adventures, new friendships, and new challenges. The slate is clean and anything can happen." Denise Whitmer. This is Daniel wishing everyone a wonderful week. And don't forget, be respectful, responsible, and be safe. That is the Germantown way. Hey, have a great day.